In this video, I will talk about 6 things that will cost you a lot of money when you move to Norway. Let's go. Expense number N, cost of residence permit. If you are from inside the European Union, congratulations, your cost of residence permit will be 0. You have an automatic permission to live and work in Norway. And for you who does not hold a European Union passport, I have a bad news. You will need to pay for your residence permit just to come and live and work in Norway.
Yikes.
This cost of permit ranges from 5,400 Norwegian kroners, which will be around $530 if you come to study, for example, with the study visa, up to 11,900 crowns, which is $1,100 for the family immigration. To marry Norwegian is very expensive, guys. If you want to look up these fees for yourself, you can Google ud.no fees, and you will get all this information in English. So, expense number 2, costs of translation and legalization of your documents, like birth certificates in your country before you apply for residence permit. Norway approves documents only in English and Norwegian languages, and back in time, translation of all of my documents was $500 for me in my home country, Russia. Count on inflation now. As a bonus, if you plan to study in Norway, you need to show that you have sufficient funds on your account to support yourself. For 2024-25, this sum was $15,000 for 1 year. You need to show that you have this $15,000 for each year you're studying, plus you have a place to live.
Oh, fudge.
Expense number 3. Did you notice how we learn Norwegian here? If you search for a place to live yourself, no matter flat or house, you will need to pay 3 months of deposit on top of your first rent. So if you rent something, let's say for $1,500, you will need to have a budget of $4,500 on top of that. That will be locked in the separate account that house owner need to create for you. So you need to count that for just moving into the apartment, you will need to spend 5,500. No.
You're incredible at math.
If you want to know more about prices for the rentals in Norway, check this video here. Expense number 4, and that will be Norwegian courses, of course, if you plan to attend any. For some categories of immigrants, language courses will be given for free, but if you're not one of the lucky one who married a Norwegian citizen, then I have a bad news for you. You need to prepare yourself for payday.
Dollar bills, y'all.
In Oslo, prices vary from $500 to $1,000 for course of 3 to 4 months. Usually the more advanced level you take, the more it will cost. And if you tickle that like button, I can tell you one secret. Did you do that? Okay, there is a cheap way to learn Norwegian. Check the futurelearn.com and bnorsk.no. Expense number 5, approving of your existing education. Approval of education itself in Norway is free, but you need to translate all your diplomas to Norwegian language with authorized translator. And one paper usually costs from $50, depending on the language you need to translate from. I paid $600 back in time for all of the pages I needed to translate.
Do you accept cash?
And this approval can be handy, mostly if you want a higher salary, if you search for a new work, or if you want to continue studying in Norway, for example. For more information about approving the education itself, you can check hkdir.no. They have all information in English available. And finally, expense number 6. If you plan to get a driver license in Norway, it will cost you your kidney. Depends on where your driving permit is from. You can exchange it maybe for free if you're from European Union. But again, if you are outside of European Union, then to pass the final test to approve your existing driver license will cost you from $1,000.
Money, please.
With renting a car, getting a warm-up time with teacher, paying for the exam itself in the traffic station, $1,000 easy. And if you take a driving school from zero, it's insane prices. If you want to know in details about how much driving school costs in Norway, check this video here. I talk in details about all the prices and all the stages that you need to go through to get a driver license in Norway. It's crazy.